All right, what's up, YouTube? We don't have a sick intro like Beastie, so this will have to do. Today I wanted to share my losses with Vortex and try to do some analysis on why we lost. Maybe we can figure out what we should have done. I think for the most part, playing against someone like Vortex, I'm also just outskilled, so that also plays a big factor, of course. But in this first game on Arabia, we were playing Delhi. We both banned French. I think vortix has a really good French, and just in general, it's a good civ. So against Mongols with Delhi, you're kind of expecting a tower rush, and I figured there were two options I could go for. It's either you try to ignore the tower rush and you just go fast feudal, and then you try to take back control when you're in the second age. Or you could try some sort of barracks thing where you go your own pikes and you try to defend the rush. So what's crazy in this game is that I didn't find a single sheep throughout. Like I got the starting 3 sheep, and then for the rest of the game I didn't find a single one, which really hurt me because against Mongols, you want them to invest their wood into pastures. If they don't have to do that because they found a lot of sheep, then that's great for them. And so it goes both ways, but and of course, me not having any safe food under my TC, yeah, it blows. But not a single sheep was found, so that hurt. So in this game, I decided, I was pretty convinced that he was gonna tower rush, so I decided to get onto woods and consider making some pikes of my own to halt the rush. So normally I wouldn't have this many vills on wood, but that's the reason that I do. And in hindsight, I realized that I would have liked to have a second scout because I want to see if he's tower rushing or not, while also trying to find sheep. Even though the sheep finding adventure is unsuccessful, but right now I don't have the info. And even though you can pretty much assume that Mongols is going to tower rush when you're playing Delhi, you still want to know for sure, not just blindly make pikes. So I'm kind of heading in this direction now. It's a little late now, but I was really hoping to find at least some sheep, but yeah, we didn't. So I see the Khan coming forward, which might indicate the tower rush because he's wanting to get some information, but still not sure. So I'm kind of just heading towards his TC. And now I spot the pikes. So yeah, I decided to drop a barracks as my counter, which I'm not sure about if that's a good strategy, but I'm just gonna try it here. Maybe if I do this I shouldn't be on gold yet as well. I'm not sure. Not too experienced with this. So we have the efficient production or whatever it's called. So these boys produce in only 7 seconds. Just pull these back temporarily and then gonna try to deny the tower rush. So he has to cancel that placement and now be a bit more careful. But of course he's double producing because he's Mongols. They usually get 2 double produce outs and then they start running out of stone. I think this was a reasonable mistake. I should just calm myself a bit and get a bigger spear mass. I really don't want the tower to go up, so I decided to pull some vills. Making sure to target the vill. Don't want to get the tower in my stuff. And at this point, I'm sort of holding the rush, but I did lose a vill, and I have a couple of my own vills idle. But the main problem is that I just didn't find a single sheep. I think that was really telling for this game. Like, obviously I would normally never have his perspective, but I'm just assuming that he has a shitload of them. Yeah, and this is great for Mongols because he doesn't have to build pastures, which is usually a trouble you could run into when you're tower rushing. So we're trading 1 for 1 Vil. I also lost 1, and now he's still harassing my gold with the couple pikes, even though I have more, which is kind of some out micro from him. So that was annoying. Maybe I'm overproducing pikes at this point and I should just only focus on aging up. I think that could be a mistake. I kind of have enough to hold anyway. I figured I will try to use the pikes to wall up the sacred sites. But yeah, this is what we went for. Right, so just trying to hunt down the pikes. And we're just gonna age up. So we're really late, but he is also pretty late because he tower rushed. Yeah, I feel like we don't have sheep, so I just gotta keep moving out on the map. So we got a little bit of this going on. I see that he trained more pikes. So I figured, okay, maybe he wants to commit to this. But we're on somewhat equal numbers. But I don't get to wall off any sacred sites, which is what I wanted to do. So his con is being annoying, and because I had lower HP Vils from before, he gets a kill there. And I think he's targeting another low HP one. I was kind of expecting him to send all his pikes here, so I sent my own pikes here. Like this looks really exposed. So this is not just to defend the con, otherwise I would have only sent like 2 or 3, but I was expecting more. So we've hit up, we get all the upgrades, so we get the pike upgrade for free, but it takes a bit longer, so he probably gets it before me. So I do want to make sure to not have a fight, and I just tower the food. So we're just messing up some scholars, and kind of waiting on Sanctity to hope to pick up the sacred sites. This is where I'm slow to respond, so I lose both of those, I think. Oh, one gets out. But yeah, he denies my gold, which is always really painful with Daddy, because you want to be producing scholars all the time. I decided to mix in archers to deal with the spears and hopefully take some sacred sites. And he just keeps on being annoying over here. I think vortix is pretty good at this multitasking stuff, and I'm not really, so he's got an edge on me there. I think I'm doing too much of this chasing around stuff while he's already planning to hit something else. Like I did here, and then he hit my gold, that sort of stuff. Right, so we moved the scholar from the barracks to the range to make some archers and to try to take some sacred sites. Yeah, we're late on all of it because of the H1 stuff, but of course he's also late. So he's also making archers, so looks like we're just gonna have an H2 fight off. Just kind of waiting for more production to get going. Probably should have a way more on wood instead of food to get a blacksmith, get those upgrades. It's rough when you're playing an H1 like this that you're not familiar with. You're kind of making mistakes in your macro, I guess. But yeah, I do transition over from food. But considering I'm making archers, I'm just, you know, I had way too many vills on food. These guys cost mostly wood. So now I kind of want to start getting the sides. It's almost finished. Finished. So we're gonna push out. And now he hits up, which was really like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. He does a lot of this sort of stuff, which is great. Good moves on his part. So since he made archers, I wasn't expecting him to hit h3 anytime soon. So seeing the h3 come in was pretty scary. And I think against Mongols, you don't want to be behind while they hit h3. So yeah, we're kind of just trying to wall off sacred sites and take them one at a time. And he's just continually being annoying. So it's okay. Well, I was like, okay, we'll just take one and then we'll go to the next and just one at a time. He keeps on doing this sort of stuff. I really wanted to start thinking about aging up here, so I put a lot of Vils on gold. Kind of trading off my H2 army, but not getting a lot of value for it. Probably should have just been here with my army, to be honest, and just try to wall it off. So I'm pretty far behind. I need to do something in H3 to catch up. So yeah, we can finally age up. I decided to go with the House of Learning. I figured I'll try to go for men-at-arms and knights. And a big problem in this matchup, I feel like you really want to be getting the relics as Delhi. But the fact that he's pretty much got all of them already. Like this is the last one remaining. And I mean, it's not a problem with the matchup, just how the game went. I just fell behind. My food runs dry and, you know, I only got the 3 sheep. Oh, they're gone now. And I'm kind of just like running across the map hoping to find food. Didn't see any other berry patch. But yeah, this is obviously a lot of idle time and not the best. It's also like a byproduct of only starting with 1 scout and then using it for the defense. To finally find some berries, so I get on there, but at this point I'm just too far behind. You don't want to be on like, I don't know, against Mongols you just want to be always ahead, I feel like. It keeps raiding me and... You know, I don't have relics, I don't have sacred sites. So I know that I'm pretty fucked, and I'm just gonna kind of YOLO for this food here. And then we're about to have one last fight. Spoilers. But I'm just outnumbered by a lot. And yeah, he has mostly crossbows, which is the right composition as well. Oh yeah, this was funny. The mangonel goes down to 10 HP from the night charge. Not that it matters, but I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna at least kill this guy, and then it goes down to 3. And this is where I tap out. So yeah, that was game 1 in my series against Vortex. And I'll also record game 2 and 3.